Good morning, this is Sarah, your UK healthy carnivore UK person. Horrible, disgusting weather. Don't come to the UK if you enjoy sunshine, because today we've got cold, really windy, really wet disgustingness. And I've got my Christmas pajamas on and I'm not going anywhere today. I've got my Christmas gilet on. I'm going to spend the rest of the day indoors. But before then, let's do a little celebration, because a couple of months ago, somebody told me my channel was a little bit me. And I thought, well, yeah, it's a vlog. It's my diary. It's somebody's journey. It's somebody's journey from imperfect carnivore to successful carnivore. Loads and loads and loads and loads of YouTube videos are a diary of a person's life. What? But they said it was off-putting, that it was me. And so I decided to go out and buy some party hats and some trumpets, so that I could make it even more about my journey. So let's do it. Let's make it about my journey properly to annoy that person. Oh, here it comes. Party hat time. Oh, this one's a yellow one. Should probably be wearing a Christmas one. I'm not trying hard enough and I've got my trumpet. So let's do a quick song. But then I'm going to tell you about how I forgave myself yesterday. Now that story isn't that much fun. There's nothing fun about that story, but I think it's positive. But the way it happened was not that, not that positive. So, oh wow. This is why some of you tune in, right? Because the professionalism, get on there. Wow. The professionalism is just off the hook in this car. Let's sing a song, and then afterwards you may not want to watch the next bit, because I'm just going to warn you, it's a bit, So, happy 140 days carniversary to Sarah, to me, because it's all about me, because it's my channel. Happy 40 days. No, 140 days. Did I say 40 before? Let's just keep going. Yeah, I can work with this. 140 days carniversary to Sarah, to me. Happy 140 days carniversary to Sarah, to me, because it's her channel and that's what this is about, because it's a vlog. Happy 140 days carniversary on her last ever restart to Sarah, to her, because it's her vlog and it's all about her channel, to me. That's that done. Quite happy, as you can see. On day 150, though, I'm going to have to do a how to get to 150 day video. And if you've seen all the other how to get to days videos, then you probably won't want to watch that one, because it will probably be pretty similar, because I'm still doing exactly the same things I was doing on day 1 and day 30. The tips that Mitch gave me to kill my carb addiction, Mitch from Old Guy Carnivore, by the way, his tips for the first 30 days, in my opinion, you can just keep going with those. And if you're like me, not wanting to tweak, then just keep doing what you did in that first 30 days and just keep doing it and doing it and doing it until your body heals and the weight comes off. You might be someone that the weight has already come off, and that's great too. Okay, so how I forgave myself. Okay, so we've done the silly bit with the hat falling off and all that kind of thing. If you don't like miserable stuff, miserable. Have an amazing day. Doing your best looks different every day. Eat your drink. Eat your drink. Drink your water. Eat your meat. And have an amazing day. And I'll see you tomorrow on day 141. Okay, for those of you that now have stayed because you want to hear how I forgave myself, here it comes. I'm going to try and summarize it, but it's just, I may waffle, so you may need some patience with this. I don't do it very often, but I did get my nails done yesterday for Christmas. Got my gel nails done. My nails don't really like being done, so the day after Boxing Day it's coming straight off, and then it'll be another year probably before I get gel nails again. But my lovely lady that does my nails, who wishes I was there all the time but isn't, because my nails just don't enjoy being fiddled with very much. We were chatting about meat. Now she's Vietnamese, and she's got quite a large Vietnamese family in the area, and they all eat loads and loads of meat, and so she's incredibly healthy. She's younger than me, about 10 years younger than me, incredibly healthy, very slim, and they all eat loads and loads of meat. And so she's not somebody that needs to do carnivore, in my opinion. But the conversation did come up because, as you know, in 6 sleeps, I'm going to the Carnivore conference with Kerry Mann and Dr. Kiltz and others, which I still actually can't believe I'm doing. And I've told her that I'm going to get some Christmas nails, and I'm also going to some event next week. And we got talking about the carnivore lifestyle. And her family are very big into meat. Her niece actually asked for a tomahawk steak for her birthday. So for those of you that think that Vietnamese don't eat a lot of meat, well, maybe they don't over there, but this particular family are obsessed with meat. Okay. So she was quite open to the story because of the fact that she eats so much meat. But we're talking about the carnivore diet, and I was just talking to her about how the last 10 years I've kind of been doing it, maybe not doing it, and how I sometimes feel bad about it. And then she was saying, so why do you do it? And I started off positive by telling her all the health benefits that I've had, all the health benefits I've heard other people have. And of course, at that point, people are like, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. But then I'm somebody that likes to give a full story on something. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, because I thought, well, it's not like I'm trying to actually sell it to you, because you are clearly incredibly healthy right now. You have no health problems that you know about. You're not on any medication. You're slim. You look beautiful. There's absolutely no point you even trying carnivore, because you don't have the why that we need to do it. You know, you need to have quite a strong why to do carnivore. It's not something we do for fun. I would rather just go and sit and eat cake, but I know that's just not going to work for me anymore as a person, so I've stopped it. So you have to have a strong why to make that switch between cake and meat. And we were talking about it, but I like to give warts and all. I like to give the other side. And I said to her that I've basically had to cancel my my social life, certainly for another year. I said I turned down the Works Christmas do. I'm not going to another one. I've turned down the Works Christmas lunch that I'm supposed to be going on. I've said I've basically cancelled. I said, but the only downside to carnivore is it can be quite isolating. The reason we go to these carnivore conferences and go on YouTube and go on these Facebook groups is because we're trying to find like-minded people that think the same, so that we keep our sanity. And as soon as I said that it was a little bit isolating and we have to do these things to keep the sanity, she instantly decided that the carnivore diet was awful. Awful. I think the second I said we need to do it so that we feel sane, she said, oh my God, why are you doing it? Why are you doing something so awful? She actually said those words. And my thought was, did you not hear the first bit? Did you not hear the beginning bit? Did you not hear all the health benefits I have, and how my mum died young, and how I'm trying not to die young, and how I've seen people cure cancer and MS and all these hideous things, and diabetes and heart disease and all these different things. Somehow she missed all that information. That information just got lost. It's possible that she thought I was bullshitting, because when I say that I hear people have healed from something that you're not supposed to be able to heal from, generally their eyes glaze over and they kind of zone out. They're like, she's talking shit. There's no way somebody got out of their wheelchair because they were doing carnivore. This is no way that is the truth. So they kind of zone out. So I don't think she actually really heard any of the health benefits. All she heard was, it can be a bit lonely, it can be a bit isolating, and you need to go to carnivore conferences and things to feel sane. That's the only bit that really registered with her. And she was like, so why'd you do it? Why are you doing it? Why the hell are you doing it? And at the time, the weather was awful, and I was in a bit of a slightly low mood. Slightly, not very big. Us carnivores don't stay down for very long. We can go down, but we tend to go back up again naturally once the moment has passed. And when you get to 4-5 months, you don't need to comfort eat out of that moment. You just come out of it naturally, which is an amazing, beautiful thing, which I'm really excited about. But I wasn't a low sort of, because even on a carnivore diet, you can have highs and lows. You know, you can, if your car breaks down, it's annoying, whatever diet you're on, do you know what I mean? So, where was I going with it? But she just heard this negative, and I thought, wow. In that brief second, I thought, wow, I can see how, to someone that's not done carnivore, that sounds really shit. And on the way home, I was thinking to myself, I am now in an absolute 100% position to forgive myself for messing about. Totally. And this is amazing because this has happened on the 10-year carniversary of me discovering carnivore. And the amount of times I've felt like a failure, like I've been left behind, like I'm just not worthy of even having a channel. And now I've hit 4.5 months, which makes me feel like I'm a lot more worthy. Because let's face it, the lovely Kerry man from Homestead How was blowing the carnivore trumpet at less than 100 days. I think he was blowing the carnivore trumpet at 30 days. So at 140 days, I'm totally allowed to, you know. Oh my gosh, I'm so predictable. You know what I'm doing. I'm going to blow the carnivore trumpet because I'm happy. But I now forgive those times that I stopped. There was a reason for stopping. It might not have been the right thing to do, but in that moment, it happened. Maybe it's because I was nursing my mum in her final weeks. Maybe it's because I wasn't losing weight and I was frustrated. Maybe it's because I really wanted to go to that party. Maybe because somebody at work had made me a special cake that they'd put loads and loads of effort into. And in that moment, I just wanted it. And sometimes it takes a very, very strong why and a strong switch to say, actually, I'm now in a position where all of that stuff is just fluff. And I did actually say to this nail technician afterwards, I said, do you know what? I'm done with comfort eating. I'm done with all those foods. You may think this is crazy. You may think this is insane. But I'm done with that. I'm done with the on and off. I'm done with the comfort eating. I'm done with all those foods. I've eaten all those foods. I've tasted it all 1,000,000 times. Now the adult person's in charge. The adult in me is in charge saying, stop being a baby. You don't need to keep eating that stuff. You can probably just imagine it. I've got such a good imagination. I can probably just imagine it and then get on with my day and go and eat a steak. At least there's no regret and disappointment and frustration. I also said my husband is now doing things. I don't know what he's doing. We've had some very, very, very high winds, and I think he's worried about the gate crashing into his car or something. I don't know what's going on there. Last time we did a video, last weekend, he was in the recycling bin, wasn't he? Absolutely crazy. Now I've lost my train of thought. I have lost my train of thought now. I was saying to her that I've just done with all this eating, done with the comfort eating. But also, another thing I said to her was, I'm kind of, I like, this is a weird one. This is going to be weird. This is going to be a weird thing to say. But sometimes things like this help me. Whatever helps you, right? Sometimes you can say things to yourself and other people might not get, or other people might think silly. But when I was a child, when I was 10 years old, we lost one of our family friends to a motorbike accident. He was 16 years old. He was called Ivan. He ended up under a lorry and died at 16 years old. And I was 10 at the time, and we were all very upset about it. Now, he didn't get to be 48, 49 years old. This is going to sound weird, but I'm just tapping this on. I did warn you that this might not be a very happy video. You might even want to stop now, because sometimes we have to tell ourselves stories to get us out of a moment, right? I've spent nearly 49, well, okay, I spent probably 46, 47 years comfort eating, right? Out of my nearly 49 years. I got to eat things on repeat, again and again and again and again and again and again, on repeat, more over and over, that he didn't get to eat. Some of those things were invented since he's died. He never even got to try them. But I have done it. It's out of my system now. But if I want to keep living a vibrant, happy, healthy life, I know that the reason he passed away wasn't a chronic disease. It was just a really terrible accident. But what I'm trying to say is, he would probably love to be alive right now, just eating meat. But he doesn't get to do that. I do get to be here. I am here. I have survived to nearly 49, and now I can get to make some choices. Now, some people would say, bugger it, I'm just going to eat all the sugar. We're going to die anyway, bugger it, I'm just going to eat the sugar. That's the kind of route my mum took. Try and take the sugar out of my hand. Don't even go there. But for me, I'm like the opposite, thinking, I've done all that. I know what all those things tasted like. I ate them on repeat, constantly. There's probably a single food I don't think there's any food in this world that I haven't tried. I've done it. And that's in my past now. Moving forward, I just want to eat food that gives me life and health. Luckily, what I eat is amazing. I had pork belly for breakfast this morning. I had my food delivered last night from a well-known supermarket who I hate, but they're very useful, even though I hate them. And they brought me some pork belly, and it was really, really fatty. And I had that cooked to a crisp this morning. And every mouthful tasted incredible. So it's not like when we're doing carnivore, we're not enjoying what we eat. One, we get to eat all the crispy fat. So everything we eat is yummy and delicious. And secondly, the longer you do it, the more your body is craving the meat and it's what it wants. So people that think, wow, being carnivore must be awful and tragic and dull. When you have gone over the 4 months and you're heading towards 5 months, not so much. I mean, obviously the people that get massive weight losses must be really delighted. That's something that I'm still waiting to happen, but it will happen because I'm not going to stop. But this video was really about how yesterday, when she was talking about it, her brain heard, awful carnivore diet, terrible carnivore diet. That sounds terrible. Why would you do it, Sarah? Why would you do it? And in that moment, I thought, okay, let's just focus on the slightly tricky, slightly painful side. And say, yeah, okay, between 2014 and the beginning of 2024, I couldn't commit. And she's just explained it in a nutshell why I didn't commit. As it turns out, the switch went off for me. I knew it would. I knew that the switch was going to go off for me at some point. Didn't know when, but I knew it was going to, and it has. And so, I'm going in for a warm drink in a minute. Doesn't really matter what's in the mug. I just want hot water. I just want to hug something. I like the mugs that are big huggy mugs. Good luck to Kerry Man, who's coming over to this country tomorrow. A couple of days here, and he's going to want to go back to where he came from because the UK is grey and miserable, and it only looks good on a sunny day. So it's not going to look good this week for him. But I am so excited. No, not excited. No. It's going to be shit. It's going to be so shit rubbing shoulders with all these carnivores that I love. That's going to be terrible. Awful. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. I don't know if any of that made sense. I suppose it was just her reaction. Why did you do it, Sarah? In such a negative way that it made me think, okay, do you know what? In this moment, and for the rest of the day, I forgave myself. I no longer feel bad about that bumpy journey at all. But I am now looking forward to being successful and being that inspiration that you're looking for, and being that that channel. What does amaze me before I go is that there are some people who are literally only watching my channel, which is amazing to me. Amazing. What is he doing now? Don't ask. Just don't ask. Just don't. Anyway, so tomorrow's day 141. Probably going to be a bit miserable. Got dogs barking now. Animals don't like this weather. I'm going back in. This animal's had enough of this weather. I'm going back in. Hopefully I won't need to edit it and it can just go straight out like this. You take care of yourself and look forward to day 150 in 10 days' time. Eat your meat, drink your water. Doing your best looks different every day. And if you're not ready to commit to carnivore, please don't eat any seed oils. Would be my advice. Just go from there. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening. Take care. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.